Yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is DeadTube, Volume 6. I don't know who these people are, which is exciting. It means that we are almost done the Crazy Rascal arc, and we're going to go on to something new, which I'm quite excited for. I've been really enjoying Crazy Rascal, but it's not my favorite arc, because it's been going on for like 2 volumes, and also, I didn't really get attached to most of the cast. Like, I barely remembered a lot of their names before they died, so, it's not my favorite, but it's pretty good. I don't have much to say about this cover, apart from it is really interesting that neither of these seem to be, like, a clear victim and killer. Like, this girl has the blindfold, implying she's a killer, or implying she's a victim, but she's smiling, and she has the bat, implying she's a killer. And then this guy he looks wealthy, and he has a wedding ring on. So, like, he might be, maybe it's more like she's participating and he's a sponsor? Something like that. Anyways, so last time we ended off with 2 rascals, one of which is Mashiro Mai. So let's see how this goes down. There are 2 crazy rascals. As I thought, Mashiro is much more beautiful. I love that we are very consistent with the erection every time. Like, it is a core part of his character. It's not just there for, edginess or whatever. Have you been wearing just that the entire time? Yeah, I looked over the previous few volumes and I can't tell who this is. I genuinely do not know. Like, everyone is either dead or like the kid can't be it. Actually, where is the kid? I'm sure we'll see them again, but like the kid's way too small, so that they're ruled out, and everyone else is here. Is he a ghost? No, he's just fleeing in a very normal fashion. Okay, that's where the kid is. Okay, so I don't know who this is. I really like the setup of this, though. Like, it really does feel like a horror flick. Like, even down to the almost supernatural abilities that Rascal seems to portray. Like, none of them seem to be tricks is the thing. Like, the suit is padded, so that allows for some, rough and tumble action. Or, some supposedly extra stamina. But even then, like, Rascal can run really fast. It seems like this person is very fit. How did you recognize me? About that, of course. It's because you're the prettiest. Seriously, I really do ship these 2. They are a fantastic couple. And after this, I don't think there's any more twists, really, apart from figuring out who this is. Because, like, Mai really is the strongest character in the series so far. Now that she's, like, on our side again, there's nothing to fear. My theory right now is that it isn't someone from the party. Like, it has to be someone who was planted on the island from the very start. Nothing else fits. Alright, you have to surrender him. And I don't think Mai cares. I think she's going to rush at him if worse comes to worse. I'll let the kid go if you can guess who I am. Oh, it's filtered by a machine. Oh, that makes so much sense, and that's why she didn't speak. Like, that's why, like, even though Machio was able to recognize her, at no point did she say anything like, it's me, when she was protecting them, because you couldn't hear her. You have 3 minutes. Ooh, okay. So we're finally in the deduction phase of this arc. Oh man, I love how distinctly different it feels from every other arc. Like, it's been going on a bit too long for my tastes, but my gosh. And yeah, Mashiro has no idea. Also, 3 minutes, and he's still filming, so they're going to be multi-millionaires by the end of this. 3 minutes, like, not even counting all the other footage they have. Like, will DeadTube pay up? There's no way, right? This is insane. Oh, I'm in the process of editing. Okay, that makes sense. So, like, he's mentally going through all the footage and trying to put it together as if it were a movie. Oh, this is such a cool way of doing, like, the final breakdown, sort of. Also, I really like that the rain's falling on them and kind of giving this impression of tears. It looks really cool. Also, there aren't many gradients, which is nice because Yo Manga doesn't really scan things very well. This isn't a thriller film, but a horror film. Ah, the meaningful stage setting, the meaningful expansion. I do agree with that. Like, this was, like, it was set up kind of like the Hunger Games, sort of, or like a, everyone goes on the island, one survives. But it is more like a horror film. Like, the fact that Rascal kept on attacking people who were having sex. Like, the fact that they had to be barricaded together. Like, it was always a mystery. It was always scary. It was never, like, just a straight out, like, fight. The story was never crafted based on logic. Okay, so I'm going to double down right now. This is someone we've never seen before. It is like a plant put here for the sake of the fights, or for the sake of picking off everyone by one. If you compare the story with a horror flick, then it will shock the viewer and play out immutably. Okay, what happened most frequently? I assume the sex, right? Yeah, sex. The Youngbloods are killed first. Okay, makes sense. Isn't it because you won't be killed if it's anal? Wait, really? Why are you spared if it's... I have never... Like, to be fair, I don't watch a lot of horror flicks, but I don't think I've ever seen a slasher flick where, like, anal is what saves the character. The killer doesn't kill virgins. Right. Okay, so... And, like, I assume they didn't, like, map out the sex or anything, so it was entirely down to Rascal to figure out how the tropes would work and to, to play along with them. Okay, maybe Rascal's idea being exposed this time was accidentally caused by the people who appeared. There are still 2 psychos. Okay, one is Joan-san, right, obviously. She didn't do it to herself. Right. The other is Mashiro, but that doesn't poke the... Like, why did you say 2 then? There has to be 3. But I do like that he's pointing out Mashiro. Oh my god, I didn't consider that! Wait a minute. Let's see this Rascal. Yeah, he is all stained up and whatnot. Oh, I didn't consider that. Like, now this arc actually has replay value, too. Like, it's not... One big problem I have with a lot of horror movies is that, like, you can kind of see the hints, but if they're too obvious, then it's not fun to rewatch the movie. Then it's like, okay, I see that. That's how that happened, whatever. But because it's slightly convoluted, I think this is going to be an arc I'll really enjoy rereading with this knowledge now. Like, I'll be able to pick out when it was Mai and when it was the real Rascal. The biggest difference was the weapon, though, which I didn't think about. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, because you seduced Machia, right. So, that might have been when she first started being it, right? Right, and became Rascal and ambushed Hane-san. Right, makes sense? Okay, all makes sense. Zaitsu-san, that was the big buff boy, right? Why would she kill him, though? Okay, that does make sense. So, after that, like, she didn't want to be caught, so she just kind of, like, walked around for a bit. So, that was the real Rascal. Okay, when he was inside the house. There were 2 Rascals, so... Okay. Alright, yeah, that does make sense. So, he was, whoever Rascal is, was in the house. Maybe one of the girls? No, they're all dead now, though, except for the kid, and, like, the main characters who are all here anyways. So, yeah, so it couldn't have been one of them, so it had to be someone else who showed up, killed him, and then maybe disabled the alarm system, and then just, like, walked out and killed someone else. Yeah, who is this? And yeah, it's not a ghost. That bastard is a person. I want to double down on my theory, but I feel like he's going to find a way for it to be someone else. And if that happens, like, this is going to be a fantastic mystery. Nox's 10 Commandments of Deduction, or Nox's 10 Commandments in general. Oh, I love this. This is a concept that it's been around for quite a while, but I was introduced to it via Higurashi, or not Higurashi, Umineko. Which, it's real weird. It was really weird to see it there, and it's kind of weird for him to bring it up here, because one of the rules, number 6, I believe, is no Chinaman should figure into the story. Like, no one from the East, basically. And the reason for that was, it was kind of a trope back in the day, to set it up so that... Oh, man. Oh, that's so cool, though. Like, ignoring that, because even that wasn't really meant to be racist as much as it was meant to be, like, don't use this idea. Like, don't use this, like, strange stuff from the East in your mystery. Everything else, though, it still holds up. A lot of mysteries nowadays still break those rules, but I feel like as long as it's done interestingly, it's fine. But if you don't know how to do it interestingly, then you shouldn't break any of the rules. Oh, he's taking it off already. Oh, never mind. I want to figure this out myself. So someone mentioned the early part of the story, assuming that this entire, like, the manga itself, like this entire arc did follow the rules, then someone in the early part of the story. So it has to be either one of the kids or someone they mentioned on the boat. But I don't think they mentioned anyone in particular. Nothing supernatural, obviously, of course. Not more than one secret room or passage, right? We did see one secret room, just one, the one with all the costumes in it. So seeing that means that we can rule out any others that may or may not exist. No poisons, nor any appliance. This just means that it can't be something very complicated. Can't be something difficult to explain. No Chinaman. I already explained that. No accident must ever help the detective. We haven't really had any accidents. I mean, I guess maybe finding the room, but even then, like, this basically just means, like, it can't just be chance that the detective figures out something big. Like, it has to be, like, actual deduction and actually, like, looking around. And I think they found that room by looking around, so that's fine. Detective must not himself commit the crime. Fair enough. So it can be anyone else except for the detective, which, in universe, like, assuming he's killing according to these rules, I guess that doesn't really matter, because it could be one of the kids, and, like, as long as, like, one of the kids is not the detective, so it should be fine. So these two, 8 and 9, basically mean that the detective can't, like, hide he can't hide like, clues. He can hide deductions, sure, but he can't hide actual clues. And then the Watson, so the person we're seeing everything through, can't conceal any thoughts. So, like, not every detective series has a Watson, but in general, if there is one, if there's someone who is, like, the mouthpiece for the reader, like the person who gets all the information you're supposed to know, that person can't hide anything. Otherwise, it's not fair. Twin brothers must not appear unless we've been duly prepared. I don't remember any of them having twin brothers, so I guess that doesn't matter. Isn't this the dead Nishijima? Fuck, who was Nishijima? I think he was he the one who died at the start? Or, he's not the one with the girlfriend, obviously not. To be fair, my memory is kind of killing this, but I do appreciate how this was put together. To be more accurate, there would only be a single mystery. The existence of brothers, the twin brothers. Okay. Alright. So, I guess if he mentioned that he had a twin brother, yeah, then that would be fine. Because we didn't see him, but it was a concept that was brought up in the series that the reader should have kept in mind. Ah, the mole. Okay. Quite clever. My brother being sick was true. An illness called sloth syndrome. No, he meant lazy. Okay. And yeah, he definitely seems like the kind of person who performs above average, considering all the things he did while in the outfits. Also, okay, that makes sense. Like, he won't blame below average people. Like, some people are more limited than others, but what he's saying here is that his brother was not limited like that. Like, his brother was just choosing not to put in efforts. I've got a disease called I can't bring myself to work hard. Oh, I hate that. Like, I hate it because a lot of Japanese fiction, I've noticed, will bring this up every once in a while, and it's different from depression. That's the thing. Like, this isn't a real disease. The idea of, like, oh, I can't bring myself to work hard. That just means you're not doing it. Like, you're just not buckling up and doing it. Whereas depression is real. Like, with depression, you genuinely can't do it. Even if you force yourself to do it, like, you won't be able, like, you physically will not have the energy. Oh, I hate this idea. I hate this concept because, like, it brings up misconceptions, but I do appreciate that it does exist. That there are people out there who won't work hard and aren't depressed. Okay. Wait, he'd scared off his can't work hard disease, and then he contracted all the symptoms for his can't work hard disease. What? So it looks like, right, that so-called disease was like a free pass for everything. Oh, that sucks. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. Like, even then, I was like, I don't feel that... Like, I feel bad for the brother a bit, but no, even this is the worst. To get a loan from loan sharks. Is that a disease too? A cling to my legs and fuck you up disease? Jeez. Yeah, and now I appreciate him a lot more. Like, he had this sibling, this, member of his family. He didn't ask for this member of his family, but he just kept on clinging to him. He was a leech. He was horrible. Live and commit crimes at the same time. Alright, fair enough. The translation feels a bit awkward here, to be fair. Like, especially this, like, if I could find a brother who looked the same as me, as grew up in a shit situation, that would be priceless. Like, I don't know what that means, but I'm willing to buy it. You've chosen the wrong actors. Even if your script was beyond perfect, Birdley killed even more people. But if the killer playing the main actor is weaker than the killer playing the supporting actor, then the movie is trash. Oh my god. Oh, I love these two so much. Like, they do suit each other so well. It's crazy. There's a series in Shonen Jump right now called Actage, which is meant to be like a it's a series about acting, and the main girl is this sort of like mentally unstable actress who is like, it's real good. I really like it. But if it was also like if it tied into Dead Tube, that'd be such a bizarre swerve. But man, I don't know why I brought that up. Just that idea of like a series that involves an actress as the main character is something I think is really cool. Oh, and I love this too. Like, no one plans for Mai. Like, she is a powerful person of her own. Like, isn't she just a normal girl? I love that. I love it when a series doesn't have everything clicked together perfectly. Like, there are anomalies. There are just things that don't quite fit. Also, I brought this up in what series was it actually? There was a series in which I was talking about how I love series where you have a super competent main character and then a character that isn't that good, but who has like better skills in some other way. Oh, I was thinking of Hell's Paradise, Jigokuraku. And this series, DeadTube, actually has that in a way. Like, Mashiro Mai is the super powerful character. Like, she's not the main character, but she has the badass role that the main character usually has in stories like this. And that allows our main character to not be badass. That allows our main character to be not that physically powerful. But instead, he can focus on being really good at one specific thing that she isn't good at all. I think that's really cool. Right, survival girl needs to survive. They have no right to live if they're not a virgin. If you guys give me a non-virgin, I'll spare the kid. One last killing. Right, Jason and Freddy? I can't have this many survivors. And, I mean, this isn't a bad plan, honestly. Like, just go up and then just kill him. But, Right, I'm able to tell quite well. That is true. Like, Mashiro, as crazy as she is, she does feel like a virgin. Like, especially when it comes to, like, her romance with, Machia. Like, she is weirdly innocent in this strange way, and I love it. Like, it shows that even though she's a killer, it doesn't mean that she's indulged in all the darkness of the world, quote unquote. Like, she is still innocent in her own way. Oh, okay, Hanai-san is doing it. I'm willing to deal with that. Like, I thought that the other one was going to do it because she is the ultimate actress. She might have been able to keep her cool with it, while Machiro tried to save her. But I really like that Hanai-san is doing it. It's like, I really like that she's developing as a character. I wasn't expecting that when we first got her. I thought she was going to die in the arc we got her in. That brat once saved my life, and on multiple occasions she put her life on the line for me. All right. She's doing it, and because of this series, I don't know if she's going to survive or not. She might die here. But if she doesn't, she's going to jump up my list of favorite characters in the series. All right. And we're going back to that question. If I appear to be in danger, will you save me? Or, like, would you just keep on filming? That's the ultimate test here. What? Oh! Like, she looked up. Did she kick off herself? Like, because I can't tell how else they would have fallen off. Clearly, he didn't plan that. Did she do it? Thank you, Honei-san. Oh, one last time. She tried to save her. Oh my god. Holy shit, what a way to end this. What a finale. How tragic. That is, yeah, and just that shot. And the mask is still there, and she's, oh, wow, that is beautiful. That is actually amazing. Took the ferry that came for us back home. After that, no one spoke a word. Yeah, wasn't it agreed on as 1 million per second? They don't have more than 40. They have way more than 42 seconds. Like, even that that 3 minutes, that should have been an insane amount of money. That would have been 180 million by itself. Both came to the island. Okay, so one of the twins was the one who was like missing, like on the islands, right? The killer rascal. Wait, what? Wait, what? We've been tricked. The singular words rock, river, island, and rascal. What the fuck is this? What does this mean? What does this mean? We've been tricked. The singular words rock, river, island, and rascal. Aren't these terms used with little children? Possibly. Very possible. Just now, oh my god! And that's why they only got 42 million. They only got her on camera for 42 seconds. Oh, that's so clever. Oh, that's insanely smart. Oh my god. That's true. She was locked in the room. Yeah, no one was paying attention to her for a bit, so she could have done some of that. Oh, would she be able to like Mashiro? Would she have been able to live on? I think so. Like, that must have been the big finale. Like, I think she genuinely really liked her. And so she figured, all right, let's do this. Like, I will save you this last time. In horror flicks, there are the killers who won't die no matter what. Holy shit. Wow. What a way to end that arc. Is she actually the one on the cover? No, this person has black hair. I wanted to check that quickly because I remember the guy was blonde, but I wasn't sure if the girl was. No, she's got black hair. But holy shit, that is a fantastic twist. That is actually genius. And it does explain why he was so okay with letting them, like, film him a bunch. Like, oh my god, that's such a clever twist! Ah. And, oh fuck, I hate this. I really hate this idea of giving the money to Akari's mom because her mom is such a piece of garbage. Like, just because you're garbage, I'll earn this money and give it to you, and then why? Like, what? What happens there? Yeah. I don't think they will. I think Hanae-san, like, I do appreciate her as a character. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about her existence as a character. I think she's actually a really great character. But, like, especially because she is so, let me just write her name down. Because I keep forgetting it. Like, I like that she is so, like, oblivious to the true evils of the world. Like, she is so innocent. Because it helps balance out the series against all the other crazy people. Including Machiya, who is, like, messed up in his own way. I hope this chapter just includes, like, a couple pages of her giving the money over and then the parents not giving a shit and them yelling at them. Oh my god. If you're gonna give it to me, then put it down. I'll accept it. Yeah. God damn. Right, this money is for you because it's Akari's wish. That's brutal. And yeah, they're not in DeadTube. Killing her would mean committing a crime. I mean, you did what you wanted. You did the right thing, quote unquote. It doesn't feel good, but you did it. Even though she's scum, we shouldn't trample on the things Akari tried to protect. Fair enough. Also, what does this mean? If we knew she had these kinds of parents, maybe she would have been happier off with them dead. The next topic is 15 seconds of footage. Okay, that's cool. Like, I could see a bunch of different ways to do that. I do love that DeadTube keeps out putting out, like, interesting prompts. That is really cool. But Father, I like beautiful things. Wait. Father. Is that her? Oh my god! Mashiro is the one on the cover then. I don't even need to go back because, yeah, black hair. Oh, and that's why she's so messed up. Oh my gosh. I haven't really considered her connection to DeadTube, but what if her dad is, like, one of the founders of DeadTube? Like, what if that's why, that's why she knows about it so well, and that's why she's such a powerful killer? Like, I do really like that she is so, like, she's so absurd. She is beyond normal. And if we were getting a bit of her backstory, that's exciting. I wanted to ask you something. Did you slaughter your entire family? He brought that up. Or, I mean, he was told about that before, last volume, I believe. That, like, she was known as being that infamous DeadTuber who did that. Tegama said that you became a legend after uploading the massacre. Need to film me beautifully, sis. I was always alone. Again, like, I don't think she's lying, but I don't think she means that she was literally alone, that she didn't have a sister. That is, oh man. I love how complex she is as a character. This is great. Bye-bye. All right, let's do this. Like, he has full access to DeadTube, so why not? Let's look at this. Oh shit! Oh shit! Previous uploads can only be viewed by VIPs. So yeah, I guess, like, oh, that's really cool actually. So I assume the VIPs are the ones who pay the big bucks. Like, that's the reason why DeadTube can pay out all this money. Also, yeah, there's no good way to explain DeadTube to your parents or to your, like, little sister. There's no way. But yeah, I have to assume now that that's how DeadTube gets the money. Like, part of it might just be, like, some fund that wants to see all this stuff happening. Like, some super rich people who are just like, yeah, let's do it. But I imagine some of the others have to be the VIPs who pay up extra to fund things in order to, like, be able to see previous videos. Oh no, 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 no. This is bad. If she steals it, like if she decides to steal this, she's gonna have, like, at the very least, she'll have the rascal footage, right? I mean, I assume he would have deleted it, but it's possible. Also, because she's bringing this up, I don't. Either she's innocent and this is a way that might out him as a dead tuber to his family, or alternatively, I think the kids might be getting into dead tube. Like, start him off young. I think that's possible. Oh boy. That'd be the same as everyone else. I want to show off something cooler than everyone else. And yeah, she's not wrong. There are contents she can't, she's not allowed to see. Oh, and Mashiro, yeah, God tell her. It is interesting though that like there's no button on the site saying how to become a VIP. Like you just have to be one. I think that'd be a really cool way to escalate the plots. Like if you have to pay like a couple million yen a month in order to be a VIP, but then in exchange for that, like he has to keep on doing killings, or like even if it's an optional week, he has to take that in order to make the money so he can keep on being a VIP. That'd be really cool. Have you thought of what to film for 15 seconds? And yeah, funny faces or hidden cameras are considered boring. It is just the last place that gets punished, right? So yeah, you could just fuck around for 15 seconds and you will get money for it. Which I do like. Like I can't get over how much I love the idea that DeadTube isn't just snuff films. Like it can be anything. You can actually put up stuff that would be like at home on YouTube. It won't get as many views, sure, but like it's possible. Filming slowly and slowly crushing a bug in 15 seconds. When I watched that clip, I thought of Mashiro, although the clip only showed their fingers. I could see that. Like, I don't think it's literally her, but I think it's more like it's a metaphor for her. Like, that's the kind of person she is. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm scared. Oh, Nei-chan. Oh, Nei-chan. I hope this isn't happening right now, right? Is it? Oh boy. Actually, never mind. I can't tell though, like, if it's fresh or not. I thought for a moment it was fresh. Like, and yeah, she's covered in dirt and like blood, so I assume it has to be fresh. Oh no, what the fuck? It'll give you a good memory. Smile. Also, as we can see here, her dad has black hair, so if that was her on the cover, then the person she was sitting on, like in front of, wasn't her dad. The thing with Hikari is why me too? I no longer have anything to do with. Okay. Oto-san, Oka-san, and Hikari too, and yet I couldn't capture such beauty. Right, and that's what made her realize she needs a camera person. But what? I can only assume that Hikari was being abused. Like, maybe her dad was molesting her. And that would explain why she freaked out, and then, but I don't know. Unless maybe Hikari actually asked for it, because if you notice, she has bruises on her. Like, Mai's MO is not to cause bruising. So, what I'm thinking is, Hikari said, like, please kill all of us. Like, I know, like, I don't want to live anymore, and that's what snapped Mai. Then she killed dad, she killed mom, and then, like, as Hikari said before, like, please, make sure I look beautiful. And then she killed her. And yet I couldn't capture such beauty. When did you get acquainted with Machiya and fall in love with him? So direct! I love that! So direct! Like, I think we're really gonna get it, too. Like, maybe not this chapter. But I think we're genuinely gonna get her backstory. Okay. Huh. So she saw him way before then. This is one thing I really like, though. I love it when there's, like, a sudden meeting, and then, like, later on in the series, we see that it wasn't quite like that. Like, for whatever reason, there was something behind it. Like, the person who instigated the sudden meeting actually knew that person beforehand. I think it's a really cool thing to do. So beautiful. That was the first time I met someone who saw the same world as I. This picture looks familiar. Did we see this before? I think maybe. I don't think we had the, I don't think we had the context that it was her, or that, she was with her family, or, she had a little sister, but... Okay. Do you think I look beautiful, completely soaked in red blood like this? And again, I like that she's willing to speak her mind, that Hanai-san is just like, no, it's ugly. Like, this isn't the world she wants to be in. She's here now. She can't get out, but, like, she is a normal person. I just can't look pretty. As I thought, I can't compare to the real thing. The smell of real blood, the feeling of real blood in my body, and real emotions. Ah. Also, I need to move this over, right? This isn't reacting. Fakes can't be beautiful, right? We'll call it smashing watermelons. Grab a wooden stick, spin 363 times, then aim for one of your family members sleeping in the room and bust their head open. See, you both still have your families, don't you? We could just slaughter one of them. Oh, jeez. Yeah, she's really cracked. Also, in general, I don't think that'd be a good video. It wouldn't be that funny, is the thing, or like that interesting. Like, it would be kind of amusing, but I don't think it would like stain itself. It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be number one. So you're admitting to murdering your entire family. Okay. So here we see she was hugging her little sister. Little sister had completely cracked. Then here we see her dad. We see her dad's pubic hair. We see some sex toys. So yeah, definitely, absolutely, definitely, he was abusing her little sister. Therefore, you would cut it off, right? You would do everything you could to get rid of it. Ka-chick, ka-chick. If it's dirty, just wash it till it's clean. What if it's so dirty that you can't wash it out? So dirty that it wouldn't come out even if you washed it for your whole life. I love this. I love this. It really is a good encapsulation of both of their perspectives. The person who would just give up and say, nah, I'm going to chop it off. I'm just going to kill it. And then the person who's like, no, like, it means that much to me. I would wash forever. And yeah, Machia is caught in between. He says he would wash his hair, but I think he's a liar. I think he would when push comes to shove. I don't think he would actually do the killing, but I think he would ask Mai to do the killing and then he would watch it. When your important things become a complete mess, the truth will reveal itself. Also, this was probably a good way to, like, scope out how bloody her house is now. Or how bloody, quote-unquote. I assume it's paint, because they said that. Okay. I never thought this would happen just watching films. My name is George L. And he does look foreign now that I'm seeing him here. I am your group's fan. The other one I'm talking about is your classmate, Mashiro Mai. I'm a faithful follower of DeadTube. Oh boy, what is happening here? Are we getting a sponsor? Because we did bring up the VIP thing. Is he going to say, like, either, you know, like, do a custom video for me and I'll give you VIP? Or is it something, it could just be something like, hey, I'll give you my password and you can use my VIP accounts. Or something like that. You're the one who hired Tegoma-san. Oh. You guys used to always be together. What? What does he mean by that? Did I know her in the past? Because she saw him, and I assume that was it. Like, after that, it kind of, like, stuck in her mind that, oh yeah, it's that kid who likes to film dead things. That was a really interesting meeting. Like, he didn't even, like, give any demands or anything. It was just a talk. I assume he's going to come up later, of course, but that was an interesting, like, meeting. And it seems like this lady does not like him. Like, she knows what's up. She definitely knows what's up. I'm very scared for Kana now. Like, ever since she started wanting to film. Like, she's gonna get involved in DeadTube somehow. Whether she's a filmer or whether she's a victim. I almost went crazy when we made nothing but curry rice for an entire week last time. But again, these are the happiest moments. Are they? Because from all the time we've had with him as the focus character, we have seen this, like, once. Or, like, in terms of just general family stuff, we've seen, like, little glimpses of it, but it's so rare. He doesn't focus on it. Like, he as a human being does not focus on this kind of thing. Because we're seeing the world through his perspective. So, he gave her the cake. I'm so worried. Like, something about this is really, it's starting to create this sick feeling in my stomach. I'm so scared. I'm genuinely scared. They say I'm mysterious, that I'm weird, or that I'm disgusting. Liar. You're so pretty. Aww. He's always creating clips of my sister and I from our photos. Oh, yep, definitely sexual violence. I can't tell if that was just a dream or a memory. Oh man. If that's true, then also, how the hell does George know this? Like, George isn't her dad. We saw her dad. Unless maybe he adopted her? I think that'd be really cool, actually, because she does live on her own. And, I mean, she might be living off of the, like, the insurance money. Or actually, because that was her first DeadTube video, so I assume she must have made a bunch of money off of DeadTube like that. If I had to guess, I would say that George, like, adopted her, but keeps her at arm's length. So, like, she's not attached to him at all, but, like, there's something going on there. Wait, 3 days? Did he sleep for 3 days straight? What? The 15-second clip. It's become a hot topic now. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Because they went downstairs, they had the cake. Oh, no. So, what I'm thinking is, the cake was a setup. The cake was drugged. Actually, maybe they were all drugged, perhaps? Like, maybe the house was filled with some sort of knockout gas, because he was asleep for 3 days. And then after that, Mai did her fucking watermelon thing. Oh no, I don't want to turn the page. Okay. Gradually became more serious. The violence escalated. Okay, she just means, like, in general, this is what's happening. But now I think his family's dead. I don't know how he wouldn't have noticed after coming downstairs the first time, but I'm scared. This clip, which was uploaded this morning. Wait. Oh my god! Hurry up, Kana-chan. Right. To indicate to readers that Machi is unsure if this is his younger sister. Right. Oh no. Keep going. Oh no, that's his dad. Oh no. And yeah, that's her. I know for a fact now. That has to be his dad. This is... Oh no. The watermelon won't break prettily like that. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Play that part at the start again. The victim in this clip is my dad. Fuck. Alright, that's DeadTube Volume 6. I am certain now that, like, maybe they don't have, like, a real connection. This could just be an artistic thing. But I feel like there's gotta be a connection between the two of them. Oh my god, wait a minute, no, that's Kana! That's Kana! That's why she has the blindfold on, because she was doing the smashing watermelons thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck! Alright, well, that's DeadTube Volume 6. I finally understand the cover. Oh, that's... Wow, okay, things are gonna get a lot more serious for Machiya-kun. And I really appreciate how we led into this arc. It feels really good, and it doesn't feel like a full arc just yet. So even if we spend like a volume or two on it, I'll be fine with it. Holy shit, though. All right, things are getting real serious and real personal. See you for Volume 7. Bye for now. Nya nya.